So today we're going to go over the 6 basic punches in boxing. So we're going to work for the jab, the right hand shot, lead left hook, right hook, lead uppercut, and rear uppercut. So we're going to get into our basic stance. The jab, going to work off the lead arm, lead leg. That's your jab position here. So what we're looking to do is extend the arm forward, turn the knuckles, so we're making sure that we're making contact with knuckles and chin down through this face, keeping the right hand up at all times. From here, we can allow ourselves to bring a little bit of hip into the motion as we're jabbing, not too much, and extending the arm through. Always making sure that the hands are coming back to the chin at all time. Giving you a side view on that. Nice stance again. Extending the arm, rotating the knuckle in to the chin right there and keeping the head down and back. Keep the elbows tucked in at all times. Nice and gently as you push in with that punch. So that's the jab. Then we're going to work off the right hand shot, rear shot here. With this one, we're looking to bring the hips into it. We're keeping the left hand on the chin at all times. Turning and making sure that we're on the balls of the feet. So bringing the hands back. Keep here tucked in towards the rib, hands on the chin. Extend forwards, rotate the knuckles into the punch and keep the chin down. We're pivoting through the hips, so that allows us to bring a little bit more power and rotation into the balls of the feet. Side view into that, we'll be turning here, back, maintaining good stance and rotating through the hip. So we're getting a little bit more extension into that shot here as well. Keeping that rotation through and then back to your normal stance. Now we're going to work off the lead hook. Here we've got to be able to turn the hips on the hook shot. So we're keeping our feet 50-50 on the balls of the feet. All we're looking to do is raise the elbows up into this position here and pivot off the lead hip, keeping the right hand nice and tight. So we're looking at that 90-degree angle. The shot can be having your knuckles down or your thumbs up. There's no right way or wrong way, it just depends how you feel comfortable for yourself. I normally throw it in this position, comfortably here. The only thing that I have to make sure that is I keep my elbow up a little bit more. So what we're looking to do here is to turn the hip into the shot, keep the right hand up, tuck in and back and bring that elbow lead and keep that chin down at all times. And we're just turning that knuckle in, or you can keep the thumb up in that position as well. Side shot. Here, rotating the hip nicely, keeping the hand, elbow in on the right side. Chin down, so you keep your eye on your opponent at all time. And pivot. Simple pivot through the hips. Same on the right hand shot. Right hook, we're looking to pivot from the back foot, turning the elbow up, rotating into that shot, left hand on the hip. Making sure that we keep the hips turning and always on the balls of the feet to get that rotation into that movement. Going back to your start position, rotate, hands here, chin down and back. Left hand up. So whenever you're throwing a punch and you're attacking, you're always making sure that your defense is up on the opposite side as well too. Side view. Elbow up. And as we're punching, we're always making sure that we keep our breathing nice and relaxed into the punch. Now we're going into the lead uppercut. What we're looking to do here is keep the hands up. We're going to drop our head and our hands at the same time and bend through the hips and pivot off the balls of the feet slightly. Keeping the hand nice and tight, we come up into the rotation and bring our hands up as if we're heading up towards the roof area. Keeping the knuckles facing underneath your opponent's chin, keeping the elbows in tightly and chin down. Then we come back to that beginner's position again. So leading the way to avoid a punch, turning the hips in and pushing the hips into the shot when we throw the uppercut. Back to range again, side stance. We're dipping through the hips, bringing the hands down. We do not take our hands away from our face when we're dropping down. Pivot the hips, nice in alignment with the elbows and come back to the center. Dropping down again, turn the elbow in, make sure the punch is coming up You've got your knuckles facing in a nice position, pivoting through the balls of the feet, and then back. Same with the rear uppercut. Looking at dipping down on one side slightly, so we're just bringing the weight comfortably onto the back leg, turning the hips into the shot, and then back. Dropping down, keeping the elbows in line, pushing up as if we're heading towards the roof, underneath the chin area, and then back. Making sure the opposite hand is up as well too. So that's how we're throwing the punch, pivoting off the balls of the hips, and then back into position here. Okay, so we're going over the 6 basic shots again. We have the jab, we have the right hand shot, we have the lead hook. What we do here is just pivot on the back leg slightly, just to take a little bit of weight off the front leg. Rear hook, lead uppercut, dipping down slightly, turning the hip into the shot and punching up, back to stance, and then the rear uppercut. Coming down, turning the hip, and then back into stance at all times. So that's the 6 basic punches for beginners in boxing.